Hi students, good morning. Students, I am Deepak Bhavur from New Catholic Mission School, Jhabwa. I welcome you to this English class. Students of a 9th class, today we are going to deal with a poem. The name of the poem is Rain on the Roof. It is written by XIII. We will deal with a poet. Let us first try to understand the concept of this poem, and before that let us also understand the introduction of the poem. What does poem say, and what is the concept of it? It is mentioned like this. From the title of the poem, Rain on the Roof, we can easily understand it is a common concept. Rain, showers or rain is there on the roof. So we can make out that the poem is about the rain. Simply, easily we can understand that this poem is about rain, and it is good thing that recently we have been experiencing rain, and not now, but then we have been experiencing rain. So when there is a rain outside of a house, what is the sound created by its falling? We can easily understand. The poet is telling us about the memories. Of course, the poet is trying to collect the memories he had in his childhood when he was playing with the other children and with his mother. He has of the rain. The sound of the raindrops falling on the roof of his house brings back sweet memories of the past. Dear students, we all are definitely sure that we cannot forget that memories we had in our childhood. So the same memories he is trying to recall, he is trying to recollect it. The rain is thus an instrument. It is an instrument for the poet of beautiful memories, because rain helps him to recollect his memories or his ideas, his past memories of the past years. The sound of rain falling takes the poet to his childhood. He remembers his childhood because the sound of rainfall, it helps him to remember his past memories. When the fondest memory of his mother is stirred means brought. It means he was playing with his mother, or he was sleeping, he was having his mother at home in the time of his childhood. He used to do many activities, such as we can say that small children, they are attracted towards water. If water is outside and then rain is falling, they appeal. Of course, they request parents, shall I or shall they play outside in the rain? So many activities he had done with his mother, or when he was with his mother, he had done many activities before him in all her gentle loveliness. That means mother was there present with him. Moreover, the poet says that it is pleasant to live and sleep comfortably in a cottage on a rainy night. Dear students, you also might have felt, you also might have experienced in the night when there is a rain, you felt something happy, or you felt something beautiful time, or you spent a beautiful time, pleasant. Dear students, let us also try to understand the poet. Name of the poet, of course, I have written that he is XIII, was an American lawyer. He was an American lawyer. You can see the photo or picture of it. Politician, he was politician, journalist and poet who wrote Rain on the Roof. Wikipedia, okay, it is of course given there. He was born 24th November 1826, Penn, New York, United States, and died 25 January 1904, Ohio, United States. Nationality was American, of course, no doubt. Education, antique college. From this college he is educated. Further, let us see the first stanza. Now we are going to get into the poem. Dear student, the first stanza says, when the humid shadows hover, you can understand the meaning is there something which is full of moisture. When the humid shadows hover over all the starry spheres, you understand here on the earth, or hover, that is a move around something. It was a time when there was before rain, we understand the weather, the condition, everything is being changed. When it is changed, you feel on your body a lot of sweating, and also you feel somewhat not okay. Something is, your body is responding that what atmosphere has been changed. Atmosphere has been changed and it is affected. It is affecting your body or your whole part of body. So he says, when the humid shadows hover over all the starry spheres and melancholy darkness, that is a meaning sad. Means here the darkness everywhere before rain arrives, everywhere you experience darkness. Gently weeps in rainy tears, shadow, melancholy, and after that, there is a weeps in rain tears. It means the clouds are showering, clouds shower rain, small raindrops. That raindrops is compared to tears. Therefore, it is said, gently weeps in rainy tears. What a bliss to praise the pillow. It says that what a bliss to praise the pillow. The poet is sleeping, poet is taking rest. At that time, he is also very happy. He praises the pillow. Therefore, it is said, bliss to praise the pillow. This bliss means the happiness. He experiences happiness at that point of time, and all this helping him to be happy. Of a cottage chamber bed. Poet, you can understand there is a little bit a small cottage, and there a chamber, and he is taking rest in it. This poet is taking rest and lie listening to the patter. Patter is a sound created by rain. Okay, the raindrops, it creates a sound, that is a patter of the soft rain overhead. Overhead, it is said because the raindrops are falling on his roof. Therefore, he says overhead. Dear students, you can understand the meaning also are given here. If you have any problem, just you go through the meaning, you will understand the whole stanza of this poem. First stanza, it is whole stanza is speaking about the weather condition and the situation. Weather condition and situation and the time. The poet is sleeping and having lot of happiness, and what type of weather is there, what type of time he is experiencing. So everything is consisting in this first stanza. Let us go to the next stanza. Now next stanza, poet may be dreaming. You can see the flowers in his mind. The activity is taking place in his mind while sleeping. Poet is sleeping smoothly in his small cottage and in the chamber. Stanza second says, every tinkle on the shingles. Tinkle means short, light, ringing sound. Tinkle, short, light, ringing sound. When in the time of rain we see thunder, lightning in the sky. That lightning is said light, ringing sound. Shingles means rectangular wooden tiles used on roofs. It means sometime we intend to use tiles on roof. So on the roof the tiles are settled and because of tiles the raindrops creates some type of sound, and that sound is affecting poet. A poet is recollecting the memories he had in his mother's time, or he played. He had lot of activities with his mother, with other children. Has an echo in the heart. And this one, though poet is sleeping, but echo he can understand, echo he can listen, echo is there in his mind. And 1,000 dreamy fancies, yes, 1,000 dreamy fancies. Fancies means you, the word is not given, but then I'll tell you fancies. Imagination, imaginary activity which are taking place in your mind, those are the dreamy fancies. When he is sleeping, 1,000 dreamy fancies are taking place in his mind. Into busy being start, yes, into busy being start. And 1,000 recollections. At the same time, he also recollect means the past ideas he is recollecting. Wave the air, threads into woof. It says wept means the thread woven across the loom. Says wave the air, threads into woof means one by one ideas are taking place in his mind and they are joining one to the other. As I listen to the patter, he says, as I listen to the patter means sound of music or sound of raindrops of the rain upon the roof. The line is repeated here. He says, again and again he listens the sound of raindrops. Further, the third stanza says, dear students, third stanza says, now in memory comes in my mother. Now you understand here, the mother is there, child is there, that child is a poet. That child is a poet. He is recollecting the time, the memories he spent with his mother. He did lot of activities when he was with his mother, as she used in years agony, means the word is not there, but then years ago means many years ago. To regard the darling dreamers means mother says the darling dreamers. Mother says that those people who dream, they dream something beautiful, something good, something nice. Ere she left them till the dawn, and when ere she left them, that means old poetic word for before. And further says, oh, I feel her fond look on me. As I listen to this refrain, dear students, which is played upon the shingles by the patter of the rain. Whole stanza is speaking about the sound of music the poet felt meanwhile he is asleep or in the time of rain. Dear students, we need to understand the literary devices in the poem, like rhyme scheme of the poem. Of course, it is AB and CB, DE, FE. This is the rhyming. There are lines, you understand how many? 3, 6 and 7, 8 lines are there. Therefore, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That means ABC and then BDE. Line here, BDE and FE, all lines are different. All lines are different. So, rhyming we find there like this. Stanza first say alliteration. The repetition of a consonant sound in 2 or more consecutive words like humid howl, that H and H both are repeated here, and that is a repetition of consonant. So, this is the device here, poetic device here. H sound is repeating here. The stary and sphere, this is S sound, that is also consonant sound, S sound, consonant, so S should is repeating. Again it says praise pillow, the P is, that is also consonant, consecutive. So this is also a repeating here, P sound is repeating. lie and listening, LL. Though there are two L's, so this is also consequent. This is consonant sound. L sound is repeating. Now, onomatopoeia. That what is this device? This is also frequently used in the poem. So we get it. The meaning of it is the use of sound words to create a dramatic effect and auditory imaginary, like pater. This is, of course, it is created by nature, but it has a meaning. So this is creating somewhat like dramatic. Okay, so pater is the use of sound word. It is a sound made by the raindrops falling on the rooftop. Okay, now personification. What is this personification device? Let us understand. That is treating a noun living thing as a living being, like darkness has been personified when he says that it is said. Darkness cannot be said, but then it is personified. Personification. Living, it is not living being. Though it is not living being, but then it is personified in the poem. Therefore, it is a personification, and it is sad. Transferred epithet, the use of an adjective with a noun when it refers to another noun. Another one is in melancholy. Darkness means what? The darkness is not melancholy. Of course, darkness cannot be melancholy. It is not living being. Therefore, this is also device personification, but it refers to the sad people. Of course, this melancholy or melancholy darkness, it refers to sad people. Second stanza, it says alliteration, the repetition of consonant sound in two or more consecutive words, like BC and being. The B and B both are repeating here. So sound is repeating, B sound. There and thread. Thread, this thread and there. Of course, different meaning, but then TH and TH both are repeated here. Therefore, this is also consonant sound. Rain and roof, both the sound. Rain sound is repeating here, R. Then again, in the second stanza also we find onomatopoeia. What is this? The sound of the use of sound words to create a dramatic effect and auditory imagery. Like tinkle, pater. Twinkle is used for lightning. Okay, thunder, lightning in the sky. Pater is used for the raindrops. Sounds made by the raindrops. Personification means what? Treating a non-living thing. Personification, it meanings. It means treating a non-living thing as a living being. Like recollection is personified when he says that they wave dreams. Okay? Transferred epithet, the use of an adjective with a noun when it refers to another noun. Dreamy fancies, it does not mean that fancies are dreamy, but refers to the people who have dreams. Dreamy fancies refers the people who are the people. Fancies are not dream, but refers to the people who have dreams. People, they have dreams means the poet, when he was sleeping, he was having dreams. Dreamy fancies about the past memories, about the raindrops, and he experienced meanwhile his sleeping. Further says, third stanza says, dear students, the poetic devices are like this. Alliteration, first of all, in the line we found the repetition of the consonant sound in two or more consecutive words, like memory, my word. Memory, my mother. That M, 3 times it is used, like M and M here. So 3 times it is used, and M is a consonant. So consonant sound is used here, that is repeated. Darling dreamers is a D sound is repeating here. Then again this device is used in all the three stanzas, and this device is onomatopoeia, that is the use of sound bursts to create a dramatic effect and auditory imagery, like Peter's sound of raindrops falling on the shingles of the roofs. Dear students, the whole poem is about the raindrops, and when the poet was sleeping, he spent his most beautiful time with his mother. He was staying in village, wherever he spent his time, he spent it very meaningfully. So whole poem is written about the raindrops and the devices. We went through the alliteration and this device. These devices, two devices are used mostly in this poem. The poem, I would request you to go through the poem and try to understand. You will get the idea, you will get the meaning as far as I could made you understood. I hope you have understood and you will go through the poem. I have some moral questions for you. Best questions like what do you understand in the poem? Of course, rain on the roof. What do you understand and what did you understand? You try to get the concept of the poem. And the second question says, what does the poet dream about in the poem Rain on the Roof? The poet is dreaming throughout the poem, and he spent most of his time dreaming. So I would like to request you to understand the concept and understand the poet, so that you will try to understand the concept of the poem. Thank you very much.